Hi and welcome back to my channel. My name is Diane and welcome to Blessed in the Country. Today we're going to be making a chocolate layer cake. 3 layers, 8 inches. It's going to be great. Chocolate all the way through. Chocolate cake, chocolate frosting. Let's get to it. Here we go. Okay, so the first thing we're going to do is add 2 cups of all-purpose flour. And I didn't sift it. I used the King Arthur flour. And then to the flour, we're going to add unsweetened cocoa powder. And this is 1 cup. We're going to add that right on in there. And then we're going to add some sugar. And this is 2 1/4 cups of sugar. And to that, in this bowl, I got 2 tablespoons of baking powder, 2 tablespoons of baking soda, 1 teaspoon of salt. And then we're just going to mix all of this up together until everything comes together really well. It take about 5 minutes or so to do that. I put it on the stir mode. Yours may take less, but that looks really good. All right, so moving on. The next thing is 3 eggs, and we don't have to beat them one by one. We're just going to put them all in there and scrape all of that egg white in there. Make sure you get that whole egg in there. And these are large eggs, 3 large eggs. All right, and to that, you're going to add some milk. And this is 1 1/4 cup of whole milk. Now, you can use buttermilk if you want, but I find if you use buttermilk, it's gonna make the cake softer, but you might have to add more sugar. Then to that, we're gonna add some oil. Of course, I always use olive oil, but you can use whatever oil you want, vegetable oil, canola oil, whatever. That's 2/3 cup of oil that you're gonna put right over there. Scrape it all in there real good. And we're going to give it a mix until it comes together. And you're going to see it's going to be looking really, really good. And make sure you've turned your oven to 350 degrees to preheat it. This is, as what I said, it's going to make 3 layers. And I just put it on my bottom rack and let it cook till it's done. You cook it according to what your oven dictates. Then we're just going to scrape our bowl down. Always remember, it's important to scrape your bowl down. You got to always do that. All right? So I'm going deep, deep down just to make sure I get all of that chocolate in there. And look at that chocolate, would you? I still can remember my grandma making a chocolate cake. Now, she made it with a dark, dark chocolate on the outside. This buttercream that I'm going to make, it's not going to have the dark chocolate. It's going to have, that milk chocolate. All right, now we're going to put in boiling hot water. So it's 1 1/4 cup of boiling hot water. We're going to pour that right over in there. Now, you can use coffee if you want, but I don't want my cake to be bitter, so we're going to use the boiling water. And to that, we're going to put in 2 1/2 teaspoons of vanilla extract, okay? All right, so just make sure that when you put your water in, that your beaters are still going. It's not going to scramble the eggs, okay? And then, of course, I'm going to put in a little bit of cream bouquet. So I'm going to add that right over in there, maybe about a teaspoonful of that. Again, that's going to bring up more flavor of the cake. And here it is. Look at that goodness and that richness. And it's thin, but that's okay. We want it to be thin. Then I'm just going to make my little cake release. I make it right in the pan. Now, you can buy that spray if you want. Of course, I prefer to make my own so I know what's in it. And all it is flour and oil. And I'm using about a teaspoon of flour and a teaspoon of oil, maybe a little bit more oil. Then you just take your pastry brush and you rush it, run it around there. All right, and then I want my layers to be even. Normally, I'm just going to pour. But because I want my layers to be even, I'm going to measure it out, okay? So I got my 3 pans, and it took 3 cups in each and maybe a spoonful in each one was what took to fill it up. So it looks great into my preheated 350-degree oven. Now look at them cakes. Oh my gosh, don't they look delicious? And I'm just going to take and turn them over And we're going to let them completely cool. Oh, Now it's time to make the frosting. Let's get started. 3 sticks of butter. We're going to cream them for about 5 minutes. Alrighty. So as we cream it together, we want to make sure it's soft, okay? Then we're going to put our cocoa powder, unsweetened cocoa powder, right over in there. And I'm going to sift it in this little, not a sifter, but, okay, because I had used my sifter and put it up and washed it. So I just used this little strainer I had. Anything you got to work. All right, now, as we're going to see this chocolate come together, and it's going to be delicious. Scrape your bowl down. Frosting is the best part almost of the cake. I like the cake too, but And so next we're going to add our confectionery sugar, and this is 5 cups of pre-sifted confectionery sugar, to which we're going to add about a cup at a time and then mix in between. So that's what you want to do next, to make sure you incorporate that chocolate very, very good into the cocoa. So that looks, it's going to look crumbly, but that's okay because we're going to add milk to thin it out. So it'll be absolutely fine, okay? Then we're going to add our salt, and it's just a 1/4 teaspoon of salt. Please refer to the directions for all of the recipe and for how to combine the cake together. Then we're going to add in our vanilla as we go along. And that vanilla extract is we're going to put in 2 teaspoons of pure vanilla extract. Here I am adding more milk. You add the milk according to how you want it. See, this is how I want mine. Nice and thick. And that looks really good, nice and creamy. That's how I want mine, okay? Then I got my dish. I'm just going to put a glob of frosting there. I'm going to put my first layer down. And I always try to put flat side to flat side. So that's the bottom of the cake. And look at that milk chocolate frosting. That looks delicious. Going on with more layers. Like I said, my grandma used to make it, and the frosting was the same color as the cake. Oh my goodness, it was so good. And she did it completely by hand. She didn't have electric beater. She made all her cakes and pies by hand. So she did all of this. No way I could do that with my arthritis, but oh my goodness. I have so many fond memories of my grandma in the kitchen making homemade blackberry pies and cobblers. And they were always nice and moist and rich, just like this cake is. Oh my goodness. You have got to try this recipe. This cake is absolutely wonderful. Now, if you don't want to make your own frosting, just go ahead and buy you some store-bought frosting. If you're in a pinch and you need to save some time, because it's going to take you a minute to make this frosting, it's going to take a good probably 10 minutes because you have to let that buttercream go together for about a good 5 minutes. So, take a shortcut. If you need to take a shortcut, you go right ahead and take yourself a shortcut. But at least make the cake because, you want to have that homemade cake. Oh, my goodness. Let me know in the comments about any fond memories you have of your grandmother or your mother in the kitchen, some of the things that you did. So I don't have any girls. I have 2 boys, but I did teach them to cook. So they appreciate that, but I guess it's not like having a girl because, with a girl, you'll be preparing her to cook for her family and stuff. Okay, this is about done. We're going to start putting some finishing touches on the top. Just whatever design you want. Well, the cake is all done. I got bread over there getting ready to pop out and cool it so we can have our lunch bread for the week. Thank you so much for joining me. Be blessed, and I'll see you real soon.